Okay, up next, let's talk about the passing 6/4 chord. Now, this one's a little more complicated. This is one that results from doing something else. It's kind of the byproduct of another kind of motion. So let's take a little bit of a step back to walk through this. Let's switch keys back to D major. Treble bass, cool. Okay, so let's say you're trying to embellish your tonic chord and you want to do it in a fairly typical way of moving to a 1/6 chord. So check it out. We can go like this. So if this is our tonic chord, we go up a third to a 1/6 chord. So let's just fill these in. Let's do it in our good old 4 voices. And I did it backwards already. Awesome. So in doing this, we're going to create a voice exchange. I think we've gone over voice exchanges in the past, but let's do a quick little review on what a voice exchange is. Okay, so here, let's label this. This is a 1 chord and then a 1/6 chord, okay? So what we've done here is we've expanded the tonic chord by moving to a 1/6 chord. So we're still totally on a tonic chord. We've effectively just created some motion by moving up. Now, in order to do that, this voice exchange happened. And what that means is we didn't change any notes here, right? Like all the notes are the same. D, F sharp, A, D. And here we have D, F sharp, A, D, right? All the notes are the same. They're just ordered slightly different, mostly on the top and the bottom. So the voice exchange here is that the bass note and the soprano note swapped, basically. So this D moved here, essentially, and this F sharp moved here. We swapped notes. So nobody changed notes except for those two just traded notes, in a way. That's called a voice exchange, okay? It's okay. In this context, it's okay. It can get you into trouble in certain voice leading things, and I think we talked about that in the species counterpoint as a dangerous thing to watch out for. But in moving to a 1/6 chord, it's okay. So let's just hear what this sounds like. Right? Not a huge motion, not a big dramatic motion, but a motion. So that's our voice exchange. Now, what if we wanted to be a little more dramatic about our voice exchange and fill in some notes? We might step up to this. Right here, we might add a passing tone here, right? D, E, F. That sounds nice. Let's hear it. Okay, that sounds good. It's a typical motion. It's one we do a lot. Now, if we want to go one step further, we might add a passing note here, going down to finish out the voice exchange. Okay, that makes a big old octave right there. And that's okay, because it's not a parallel octave, because it's being approached by contrary motion, right? This is going up, this is going down. So that octave doesn't necessarily break a rule. It's not real pretty, though. So what if we filled it in? What if we added some notes to it? We took this D, and we just fully harmonized this chord in the most logical possible way. This is how you would do it. It's just like that. Now let's hear it. Okay, so now we've harmonized the passing tone in between the 1 and the 1/6. So what did we do? What chord did we make here? Let's look at our notes. We have an A, an E, and a C. And another E. So putting those in order, we have A, C, E. A, C, E is, or A, C sharp, sorry, is A major. In the key of D, that's 5. Okay? And look at what's on the bass, the 5. So we have a 5, 6, 4. Okay, so our chord here is this, but is it really? So we have, now we need to put this here because we moved away chords. Okay, so here's exactly what we have. But how is this functioning? Is this functioning like an extension of tonic, or is it functioning like our true 5 chord? Now, the honest answer to that is that it's really impossible to tell in a short example like this. This does kind of feel like 1-5-1 because we're playing it slow and it's out of context. But in most normal cases in a piece of music, if you encountered this 1 to 1-6 with a 5-6-4 in between, you would say that is all tonic, baby. And you would do that. You wouldn't need this. And we would call this a passing 6-4. It's quick, it's going by, it's an extension of tonic. Okay, so it results from a voice exchange that happened between the soprano and the bass. There's the voice exchange. Passing tones on the top and the bottom, and then harmonizing that passing tone makes a 5 chord. Second inversion makes a passing 6-4 chord.